This isn't life!
So, lads, what is this? Episode 5, is it? 5?
Episode 5 feels like
The
a
Phantom
an
Menace.
achievement.
There you go, yeah. How we all been?
Yeah, good.
Actually.
Alex,
Really good.
Finally got paid.
nice. It's always good news. Alex and I were actually out yesterday.
We were.
Oh, you was out together.
Yeah.
It was an experience. I say that, Because
Where'd you go?
where didn't we go?
Multiple
That's
places.
the problem. There was a bit of a problem with the planning with it. One of our dear friends is a bit incompetent, and he said that no one ever got back to him. So when he was planning it, he didn't plan it correctly. Now, bear in mind, we don't live in London, and you've got to get to London to do an activity. What sort of time do you think would be a good time, Josh, to go do an activity up in London?
I think 100% like nothing booked later than 8 o'clock.
10 o'clock, he booked it for.
Oh, no, I wouldn't go. No, that's well too late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We went to Clay's.
Well, actually,
brilliant
hold
venue.
on. It depends what it is, yeah. It depends what it is, actually. I will say that.
Okay.
What was it?
So,
The clay pigeon shooting?
yeah, it's like virtual clay pigeon shooting. You get, have a few drinks and stuff, and you shoot with a bit like a Time Crisis gun, and you shoot
Yeah.
clay
sick.
pigeons.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I know what you mean.
You got
That's
a lot,
quite
you know.
cool, though. That's
Yeah,
very
yeah, it
late,
was-
though.
Yeah, it's really good, and they've got two places to do it in London. Two
Now-
places open. One's in
Where's the one you went to?
Moorgate. Well,
Well,
one's in
Moorgate.
Moorgate and one's in Canary Wharf. Now we thought we were
Well,
told.
no.
We all believed that we were going to Moorgate, so we went
But
there.
You didn't go to the wrong one.
I had specifically asked at 11 o'clock in the morning, you definitely have booked the Moorgate one and not Canary Wharf. I'm not that stupid or whatever, or something along those lines was the reply. I get to Liverpool Street around 4:20. And that was, I had a beer up by myself, and as I'm finishing off my beer, Will and the other boys walk up. All right, boys, yeah, let's have a drink. The guy who's organised it shows up another 20 minutes later.
Oh, so he was
Alright,
the
yeah.
latest one?
He's the latest one. He then goes, oh, what are we going to do? We end up going to a place called Bounce, just in Old Street. It's pretty good.
I mean, band's actually pretty sick, yeah.
Yeah, it's beer pong, it's ping pong, whatever you want to play there. Bucket of beer, 28 quid. You can't go wrong, yeah? So,
Yeah.
we walk from Old Street to Clay's in Moorgate. We get in there. Me and Will are waiting outside. He's in there a good, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah,
comes
about 5
out.
minutes or so.
I thought he was joking. He comes out. You're not going to believe this. What? I've booked it in Canary Wharf.
Is this kid like a known if? Does he do things like this all the time? Like, everyone's got one in the group. There's nothing wrong with it, but like, is he?
Yeah,
is he? So why have you allowed him to do it?
No, the thing is, he's a fucking smart guy. I just don't know what it is with his organisation. Like he said, it was because of his work, which is like fair enough. And we had one of our other mates coming down from Bristol way. So we could only, if we wanted to get together and do something, we could only have this weekend to do it. If this guy was going to come, so I can understand that, and maybe it was just one of
I
those busy
get that.
weekends he booked it on. But I got back to him straight away. I said, "Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm always game for that." I remember him sending it through.
Yeah, and do you know what? Despite all of that, brilliant night.
It was good, yeah.
But I will tell you an embarrassing thing. Me and Will were trailing behind just after, having a couple of beers and a spoons. Will lets one rip, and I think
Yeah.
I'd do the same. There was more to that
He wanted to
than
beat
just
me.
a fart.
He wanted to beat me. He wanted to see how far he could push it. And he
And
pushed it far.
I pushed it too far.
He pushed it too far.
And that was...
Fooled yourself, didn't you?
did a little bit.
Fooled yourself.
Did a little bit. Fully grown man. Shitting
Actually
yourself
shot
in the middle of London.
Actually
Not-
shot himself.
Not brilliant. Not my proudest moment.
No.
So,
Yeah.
What,
So there's that.
hold on, you actually shoot yourself?
Yeah, I caught it in the cheeks.
Didn't touch your pants, did it? But you did. You know, it was
Yeah.
out the bum. It was
Yeah.
further than turtlehead and flippers.
Turtlehead and flippers. Well, how was your week, Josh? You know, what happened with you?
You know, my week was really good actually. I obviously it was payday week. January's been an arsehole of a month.
Yeah.
But we made it through. Went on. Actually, had one of the best meals I've had. Maybe, well, definitely in Essex, but maybe in England. Actually, it's a new place
Old.
in and well, I've eaten, not to blow my own trumpet, but I've eaten at some pretty decent restaurants. But this one was in Chelmsford, and it's called Zinnia. Or
Oh yeah, yeah. Zinnia, yeah.
Um,
It's right by the Odeon.
How do you pronounce it?
Zinnia, is it Zinnia? I don't know. That's just,
Zinnia,
I've not
yeah.
been there.
Do you know what? Stunning looking as well. Like once you get in there, like full of like the cherry blossom trees and stuff. Yeah, the food. It's like Pan Asian tapas. It was. I think I ordered 5 different dishes. Pretty much all of their tapas, and every single thing was 10/10. So I highly recommend that to anyone. It's phenomenal. Absolutely 10 out of 10.
Sounds good.
Blimey.
Yeah, so that was the highlight of my week. So I do recommend going there. Maybe.
When were you there?
When was I there? Saturday night.
Oh right.
So
okay,
it was busy. It was really good. Maybe we should go there
maybe.
Yeah, we could do.
as a threesome.
Oh,
yeah.
Chopstick each other.
Yeah.
chopstick.
I'll get some practice in. I haven't used
Yeah.
chopsticks in fucking ages.
Chopsticking the shit out of you later.
I actually do fancy it. Oh, that's one question I'm going to ask you boys quickly. If we can sort this out live on the pod. I haven't eaten yet, so Indian or Chinese?
Indian. I think Indian.
Stuffy.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I've just had a
Indian's
Chinese, so you know, I wouldn't want to double up on that. So yeah, I'd probably go Indian as well.
definitely.
Okay, okay. Fair enough. Sorting that. Carry on with the
What's
pod.
your normal? What's your normal? You know, your go-to. Would you like to swing it?
I would say Chinese, but obviously where I had that yesterday, it is my favourite. But I do love an Indian because pink garlic and biliriki is
Yeah, that's right by me. Isn't it?
very, very good. So I think you boys will swung it for me. Thank you very much.
There you go. If you had a Chinese yesterday, go for the Indian today. On Monday, you can have a kebab.
Yeah.
Indeed, I will.
Right, boys. I'll start with the headline. I'll start with the first headline. Now, there's 2 headlines, and it's not a subheading. It is 2 headlines. Now, the reason I'm doing this week is due to obviously the baton not getting passed last week. As for some reason, I think we just got caught up in the roller coaster loving woman, and we forgot.
Yeah,
Ultimately.
story. Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Very unprofessional.
It was unprofessional, but
We did
episode
also
5.
have some
We're only episode 5, boys. It's all right.
Series 1 as well, so you know there's bound to be some technical
Oh,
difficulties.
series.
Exactly.
I like that.
Series 1.
Exactly that.
Serious.
Boys, would you like to know the first little bit of this, and then I can get a few, not questions, but a few things what you think it might be.
Right? Yeah. Let's just get guessing.
Yeah,
Enjoying
go on.
this.
Drunk mum of 6 is dirty protest.
Drunk mum of 6. Mum of 6.
Yeah.
Is she? She's not 6, is she? She's got.
Well,
6
she wouldn't be drunk. She wouldn't be mum. Not a 6, mate.
I'm just saying, there's some crazy stories out there. That is not
Yeah.
as far out of question as you think it is for this.
No, I
podcast.
suppose it's not. To be fair.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Leo's 6.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not like.
Does he get on it?
Yeah.
Constantly drinking that boy. No, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. I'm more worried about the dirty protest side of the story. I'll be honest.
Okay.
So
Any-
we know
any
that she
ideas?
shits herself.
Is this something to do with she's protesting in a supermarket or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Ugh.
no. I will carry on because I don't.
Okay.
You're close in a way.
She's pooed, isn't she? It's dirty process to poo.
Oh yeah.
Pooing.
Yeah, it is poo.
Throwing poo. Is it where?
She
Is
hasn't
the
thrown poo.
where?
And wee.
It's the
Is
where.
that the weird bit?
It's the where.
Okay. All right. So it's not
Poundland.
a supermarket. Is it a supermarket?
No, it's not. A
Somewhere
supermarket.
very inappropriate, I imagine.
No, actually, it's actually more appropriate than it would be in
Prison.
a strange way. No, not a prison. No,
A mental ward.
no.
A cage fight.
No, surprisingly enough.
The Octagon.
I'll tell you what.
The Royal British History Museum in London.
I mean, there probably is some history to the place that she done it in.
Okay.
Banned from every pub in Hull for shitting in the urinals.
Boy, every pub.
Yeah, every
takes-
pub.
I was born in Hull, but I was made in the Royal Navy.
It says here, crap show. Pat's poo sparked a riot.
In hell.
Oh, why? I mean, how old is this f***ing beast?
Well, you do get to her age. She is 54.
I mean, at no age is acceptable, but I'm just trying to picture her.
Well,
Boys, you're talking about a dirty protest.
mm.
I'm gonna need to shit. I think right now.
All right, I'll tell you what. Everyone listening, there's going to be an edit here. We got to cut it out.
It's knocking at the gates. It's knocking at the gates. Just
Knock 'em
cut.
dead, Will.
Just cut it
We
after this, mate.
cut
I'll let you
there.
know how it goes.
Just cut there. A notorious drunkard has been slapped with an ASBO, banning her from every pub in Hull after she was caught shitting in a urinal.
Okay.
Every pub in Hull.
Every pub in Hull.
I mean, what we're saying over is up north. So what we're saying, there's got to be at least 5 pubs on every high street.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Liverpool's anything to go by, so what we're saying over in the whole of Hull, we're saying there's over 50 pubs.
Oh, it's got to be
Easily.
hundreds of
Right?
pubs.
We're saying hundreds of pubs, yeah, when she's shitting at every single one.
Yeah.
No, she hasn't shitting in every single one. She's been banned from every single one.
Oh, I see. What? So she might have only shat in a
she's
couple.
shitting multiple then.
She's only shat in one. Well,
Oh, right.
I mean, that's
Well,
enough.
I'll tell you what. Let me read some more of this article, and maybe that'll answer it. Right. Patricia Artemage, 54, became impatient waiting for a vacant cubicle in the ladies at the Turk's Teeth Tavern on the outskirts of Humberside City. So, jobless mum of 6,
Turk's
Artemage
Teeth.
marched into the gents, finding the sole cubicle engaged, yanked down her tracky bottoms and crapped in the urinal.
Why didn't she use the girls' toilets?
Well, it was in use and she couldn't wait any longer.
Blimey. I mean, as a substitute for a a normal toilet cubicle, it's not the worst one, is it? It's probably the second choice.
Yeah,
Some
I mean,
bad shit's going down
She could
there.
have shit on the
So
floor.
that would be
Yeah, but it's
worse, though,
better
isn't
to
it?
go-
Because at least
yeah.
those toilets flush, don't they? At least the urinals they flush.
yeah, but it'll still get clogged up.
Well,
Be like shitting in a
yeah,
bidet.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you have to break it down with like a coat hanger or something.
or it might just sit there like a toilet cake, whatever they're called.
Fresh cakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
urinal cake.
Urinal
Urinal
cake.
cake.
It might just sit on top like a really horrible urinal cake. People just have to piss
Really
it away.
stinky.
Oh.
Isn't that like the opposite of urinal cake though?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It's the grim opposite of urinal cake.
It stinks of shit and spreads bacteria every time you flush.
You'd have to just piss it away. Erode it with your piss, with the pressure of your piss.
Oh, but doing that to your own isn't a bad enough. Imagine doing that to someone else's.
Yeah,
fucking stanky shit.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking grim. So, can we get some more context on this story? Is this like a Friday night? I mean, she's got kids, so she's got responsibilities. You'd assume.
Yeah, who's looking after her fucking 20 kids?
Well, she's only got 6, but who's looking after him? Well,
Only?
she. It ain't 20, but listen, she's not paying an au pair, is she? Let's be honest. It's stakes here, jobless. So,
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll finish off with this paragraph, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
The unconventional bowel emptying caused mayhem in the pub. 15 police officers were called.
What?
And four customers arrested, including Artwidge.
They were in cahoots, were they, with her?
Well,
They're
clearly.
Like, right, we'll hold the door open while you shit. And the other two are enforcers.
Yeah, what have they been nicked for?
No, not the police officers.
No, the people, the 4 others.
Yeah, the other 4 others must have just been with her. And well, it does say there was a small, well, not a small riot, but I imagine it wasn't a full blown riot. But it says here riot. But that's the next paragraph. So let me carry on, and we'll see where we get to. So 15 police officers, like they had nothing better to do. Yeah, 15 police officers called in and 4 customers were arrested, including her, who, after depositing her stools, waded into the melee. Now, look, it sounds like...
Wade into the melee of what, though?
Well, it's... The only thing, from what I'm getting from this, is someone's... Well, not someone, but Pat has shat in a urinal. People have got the ump and a fight's maybe broken out. That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah.
In the urinal. Yeah. I'm not sure that the pooing in the urinal was what maybe caused a massive riot. I mean, you'd have people, because when there's some weird shit that's happened in the toilet and you've gone in after some weird shit's happened, people are telling you about it as you walk in and they're going, "Oh, someone just came in and shat in the urinal." But you wouldn't really care about it, would you? Unless I suppose it's if it's your local pub.
Yeah, I think you'd sit there and go,
try and fight someone over it.
No.
I mean a shit in your urinal is not the worst thing I've seen in a toilet. I don't know
How funny would it have been if that fight was nothing to do with, like, if the riot broke out, like she just walks out the toilet after shitting in the urinal, which is a boss move in itself, and then she goes and cracks skulls in the middle of the bar as well. Like, she's like the hardest woman in the world, isn't she?
Maybe the riot was going on before she's like, "Oh right, I need to get this out of me before I really get into it."
Maybe that's why she was in such a panic to have a shit, because someone offered her out. She went, "No, I will fight it, but I really need a shit." So like, she wanted to get it out.
I reckon that's what's happened. She was thinking, I've got to get this out of me before I really start throwing hands.
Yeah, before I tumble on the floor, I don't want to shit myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it says here,
maybe she's
as a subheading, riot, and then under that, magistrates were told Armitage has a well-deserved reputation as a troublemaker. After admitting a fray, she was handed a 6-month sentence, suspended for 2 years, and given an ASBO, which bans her from every licensed premises in the Greater Hull area. One customer was in the Turk's teeth when Armitage sparked the riot, said, and I quote, this is in quotation marks and probably one of the best lines that I've heard from someone, right, to run out of a toilet. Now, if you'd heard it in a pub, you would be on the floor. Like, that is a riot. What he said is a riot, yeah?
Yeah.
And he quotes, someone ran out of the gent's shit house yelling, "Fat Pat's done a shit in the piss bowl."
Wow.
Run out the shit house. It's such that's such a northern thing to say, isn't it?
Run out the shit ass.
So there you go.
It was Fat Pat's done a shit in the piss bowl.
Yeah, in the piss bowl.
Piss
bowl.
God. I mean,
don't shit in the piss bowl.
Is there a picture of what's her name?
Fat Pat.
Fat Pat or Patricia.
Yeah, Fat Pat. I like that. I think that suits her much better. That's what actually leads on to my next question. Is there a picture of said woman, and is she indeed fat?
There is a picture of said woman. Boys, if you check the group chat, you will see picture of said woman.
All right, with the group chat. Ah. Oh God.
Oh, you know, she looks like
Jabba the Hutt.
looks like a tin of spam.
Not even the content, just the outside tin.
She looks like when you snap that little key off the corned beef and then you have to open it with a pair of your dad's work pliers.
Crap show. Pat's poo sparked riot. Wow.
Yeah.
Why do those earrings look superimposed as well? Can I
Yeah.
just shout, like, obviously I know people
They
can't
do.
see this picture, but imagine Gollum, right? Imagine exactly Gollum from Lord of the Rings with a pair of what I can only describe as Heart of the Ocean style earrings from Titanic.
Yeah.
There is no way that Gollum has gone and found the Heart of the Ocean earrings that Kate Winslet got. There's no way. It's superimposed.
Her neck is the same width. Her neck is the same width as her head. You seen that? It's like one long.
It is.
Pep-
It's like
pep-
Corey
If you
Taylor's.
turn it upside
pepperami.
down,
Sort of
she is.
looks fucking
She might be the
terrifying.
most perfect human being I've ever seen. Turn your phone upside down. She looks the same somehow. Look at her picture. Turn it upside down.
She looks like she looks like Triple H upside down. Mate, look at it. Tell me that doesn't look like Triple H upside down.
It does. It does.
Who is the fucking slave owner in Anakin Skywalker in whatever one that was? You know the one I mean?
Oh,
the flying.
Is it like Gordo or no? Not Gordo. What's his name?
It's something like that, isn't it? You know,
The one with a really long nose, like the blue guy, the grey blue guy.
He speaks in Russian, like he speaks with a Russian accent. Why does he look like that? But if you left him in the microwave.
Oh my God, yeah, like the flying thing. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
Tell me money, Anakin. You know the guy I mean? The guy who speaks like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, boys, I was right in saying what I said about the riot. Because it says here that one of Pat's cousins in the bar took exception at her being called Fat Pat. Within seconds, was like a Wild West bar, with everyone fighting and smashing up the place. So I've now got in my head honky tonky music playing on a piano.
Yeah. Gunfire at the OK Corral.
Gunfire. Yeah, just like people fighting over banisters.
Yeah. People getting kicked from like thrown out of windows and stuff.
Yeah.
Poker tables ruined.
Yeah, but the piano keys are still playing, isn't he? The piano's still and it's getting quicker, yeah.
As long as he's got 5 cents
always
in his
playing.
cup, he'll play no matter what.
Yeah.
Play me out, Johnny.
So is that what's happening? So that startled customers obviously run out, watched her, and now seen her face. It's not even saying that you would. I don't know. It would be sexy, but you know what I mean? Like she's a not like that's things that nightmares are made of. Like he's obviously run out and gone. Fat Pat's taken it. What is it? Fat Pat. He's run out the shit house. Fat Pat's shit in the old piss bowl. Her cousins heard it, and that's assumably where the riot started.
It is a Wild West type of
West,
fight has happened.
wow.
You know.
Blimey.
Well, I mean, would your first question not be to your cousin, why have you shit in the urinal? And then we'll deal with the name calling.
Yeah. I'd say that's a
There
bit
is
more objectionable, isn't it? Having a poo in the piss place.
Also, you can't
Isn't it weird, though?
can't really fight someone who's called your cousin out for doing something inhumanely unacceptable.
Yeah, I don't want it to be. I don't want to be too philosophical at this point, boys. But don't you think it's weird? You can shit and piss in the toilet, but you can only piss in your urinal.
No, because
It can't go
that's the
down.
toilet fizz.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do urinals.
Yeah, but it doesn't replace the.
I suppose if there was
just
no
the
like,
It's just for
though, isn't it?
convenience, isn't it? It's just for convenience. That's
they
all.
just had a hole. Yeah, but then that's what separates us from hanging over the edge and shitting over a hole. Not that there's anything
Yeah.
wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, as a Western civilization, we've moved away from shitting in ditches.
They've got a bigger pipe, haven't they? On the toilet, like a normal toilet.
Yeah.
Bigger shit pipe.
Yeah.
It's about it's
Exactly.
massive in it.
Shit
So those
bird,
big
Randy.
logs. But the other, the other, urinals, they don't have that. So
No.
glad we cleared that up.
Yeah. Shit in urinals,
Anyway.
people.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a wild story.
Yeah.
This is a
It is.
wild
It's
story.
Actually,
Wild West, some would say.
Yeah, you're not joking.
remember that film with Will Smith?
Oh, brilliant.
Absolutely
Film.
unreal film, actually. With
that?
who was the
it's a
other
great
guy in
film.
it? Who's the? I can never remember his name.
It's
his
called
mate.
Wild Wild West, and it's with Will Smith.
Oh, all right. Not seen
It's
it.
a really good film.
Oh, Will,
Really
you've
good
never seen Wild Wild West?
Never seen it, mate. No.
Oh, it's where the geezer with no legs. He's got he creates a massive steam-powered spider.
Spider.
It's sick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a really good film.
Well, that's what you need to do by the time we have our next episode, Will.
Watch Wild Wild West with Will Smith in it.
Yeah, and I want your
Yeah,
5.
Brilliant film.
No, you've watched it. I want your 5 best bits as well.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Well, boys, after we've heard about Pat's shit in the piss bowl and the Wild Wild West bar fight coming to town, which, okay, I understand why there's 15 police officers. It wasn't just to arrest Pat. I mean, she definitely looks like she could take on 15 officers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just by being
a rugby team.
bowled into him. That's why.
What's your verdict?
Oh well, I think this is life. Like, when you started, I was thinking this is mental. This is crazy. There's no way that she's been banned from all the pubs in Hull and all this.
Yeah, that.
But then, as you've gone on about it, it makes a lot more sense that it was a sequence of events that started with her shitting in the piss bowl, and then that fellow who made that comment was overheard by someone, by her cousin, who thought, right, well, this is fighting talk. Let's throw down. She quickly gets out of there, doing up her flies, and there's chairs flying around.
All right, I'll tell you what. You've answered the question for the podcast of This Is Life. I want to ask you another question specific to this story. Who started that riot? Was it Pat shitting in the bowl, or was it the guy coming out and yelling "Fat Pat"?
Oh.
Well, I mean, depends how rough this pub was, doesn't it? Really, but is it worth a riot over shitting in the piss bowl? Because there's probably like 5 urinals. You just go in another one, wouldn't you? You just leave it.
I think.
So are you saying that it was the gentleman saying "Fat Pat" and then the cousin getting pissed off at that?
Yeah, but probably the cousin, to be honest. All just a bit
Okay.
overboard.
Oh, the cousin. All right.
All just a bit overboard. All just a bit needless.
Fair enough. Josh, your verdict on both of those?
Okay, I'm quite confused this week, or not confused. I'm conflicted because it seems like the kind of really easy sort of story. If you were working for said Daily Sport, Sun, probably only them two really.
Daily
It seems like the
Star,
kind
all
of
the
really
shit
pathetic
happens.
drivel that people who pass for journalists. That's the kind of thing. If you had to sit there and your boss come up with like a ludicrous story that we're going to put on the front page, that would. I think us three could come up with something like that. It's not so spectacular that they've made it not so spectacular that like it's like unbelievable straight away, because also it probably has happened. This story and said people it probably has not happened to, but that has happened definitely somewhere, or probably in many pubs. I reckon that's actually happened. Someone shit on the floor, someone shit in the urinal. Yeah. Like you see our toilets at work, and then you would never quit. This story would be nothing to you. You in our toilets at work, right? This is how bad it is. And I work in a fucking office full of supposedly adults. So even if they listen to this, I hope you're fucking ashamed. Not only are the toilets like vile, someone.
Are you looking for an extra shift as a cleaner?
No. If anything, I am horrified about the cleaners that have to go in there. It clearly must be one person. And when I mean not just in the cubicles, I mean on the walls next to the sink. I mean on the door, the main door.
What, poo?
No, bogies everywhere.
Really?
Everywhere, like at school.
Oh,
No, it's well, there's been blood on one of the cubicle door handles for about 3 weeks now, and no one knows where it come from because 2 officers share that. So, I mean, this is by no absolute, like, I'm not digging out the company I work for. I'm not digging out the facilities people. I'm just saying there's someone in either my office or the office that has theirs that is this. It could be this woman. Could be Fat Pat, I'll be honest with you. Because if someone's shitting your urinal at work, no one would be surprised. No one would be surprised. So for that, hold on. For that reason, I'm going to go. In fact, I've convinced myself this is life. Because I live that every day. So I know that can happen. So no, I'm going with
You've
Will.
become desensitised to it, mate.
Yeah, I mean,
this is not the worst I've seen.
Like the train spotting scene when he crawls down the bog to get his fucking dope back. It's like that. Going for a shit every day is like that.
What's the verdict on who started the riot? Is it the cousin?
No.
Is it the guy running out the toilet, or is it Pat?
Well, it was clearly the chef in the kitchen with the crowbar. No, it was. I actually think I'm putting all the blame, in fact, on Pat's cousin.
Yeah.
Because, okay, Pat, it's not the damn thing to be shitting in your urinal, but like I said, I actually work in an office full of adults where it's not even that far away from being that bad, so it does happen. Okay, put it this way, if I went out of you and Will, and one of you shit in the urinal, and then someone come out and said, oh my God, Alex is shitting in the urinal, I'm not then going to kick off, I'm going to be upset with you. Like, so it's definitely definitely the cousin. Why is she even? I suppose you called her Fat Pat, but she's just shouting at your urinal, so you ain't really got a leg to stand on. So I don't. Yeah. I'm 100%.
Maybe she is fat.
Yeah, I mean maybe she is, but I'm 100% blaming the cousin. If she's kicked off because someone said Fat Pat shit in your urinal, she's very misguided.
Sounds like she's got a bit of a reputation as well. People know her as Fat Pat.
Yeah.
So I reckon she's already got a
Josh, just a quick one. I imagine in your office, with all of these stains and bogey smears and stuff, that you have a mystery meat in the back of your communal fridge that no one knows what it is, but it's been there for a while. No one knows where it come from. No one knows when it's going, but no one takes it.
Do you know what?
And there's some...
Do you know what?
There's been a lunch in there for like 30 years.
Do you know what?
And there's stories behind it, like...
No. Do you know what? No, because our facilities lady is actually on job. She's fucking sick at her job. Every Friday, if she sends an email around, if the fridge is not clear, it gets thrown. So she's actually sick at her job, but obviously her job is not... The toilets I'm talking about are the toilets used by the whole building. It's not just us.
Right.
So are they the ones down in the foyer or something?
Yeah, but no. So we're on the second floor of the building. We occupy second and third by first. The toilet is on the first. It's obviously like it's the main men's toilet.
Right.
So it's nothing to do with my company or anything like that. Well, the shitter or the bogey or the animal could be from my office. I hope it's not, because I have to work with this delinquent. But I'm hoping it's someone from the street company that does it, because it can't be someone who works. It's either someone who works in recruitment or insurance. So you should, if you're doing that and you're wiping your blood on the handles, you should be ashamed of yourself. The blood was what got me. That was too far.
You might have shaken their hand, mate.
It's still on there. It's actually still on there.
Oh.
Yeah, man. But like, who picks their nose? Is wiping their fucking bogies on the wall. Like, you don't even see it that often in junior school.
Just get a tissue.
Yeah, tissue.
You're in a toilet.
Down the
use the tissue.
Yeah.
So so on that basis, I'm with Will. This is life, because if people, there obviously are people out there who've just been dragged up. So like I feel like I'm really ranting about this.
Yeah.
It does wind me up, but not this much normally. But I'm
You
just
sound
trying to reiterate my point.
It just
you sound very hostile towards Fat Pat.
it just
Yeah,
it's
mate,
just like
no
why
need for
did
it,
you
is
think
there?
that was a good idea?
Like where do you, like we're
Don't
gonna
know.
be in a mad. If you can just shit and piss, what they want you to like. It's a sort. How far is it before we throw our shit?
He's so angry.
I am. You've got me started now. So how long will it be before we throw our shit and piss out the window, like in Victorian times? I refuse to go back to that.
Well, there is that.
I'm not going back to that.
There is that.
I won't do it. That's what they want.
She's
me to
the
do,
type
and I
of
won't do it.
person. She's the type of person that doesn't like queuing. I reckon. So she's just
But
like,
I don't like
this,
queuing,
you know.
Will, but I've never shit like. I've never even shit.
Yeah, but
anywhere but a toilet,
no
I
one
don't
like
think.
no
be
one
honest.
likes queuing, do they? But we have to do it, and we just grin about
That's
it.
what
She
I'm
just
saying.
seems like the type of person who just goes, nah, this.
Have you
Same
two
thing
ever
with like
shit?
waiting at roundabouts or red lights. Oh, she probably don't drive. Or if she does, probably a stolen vehicle.
Or
With
it's just
that,
full of
I'm
shit.
gonna also say,
Yeah, it's just a
yeah,
pooey mess.
there is that.
What about
Well,
you,
she
Alex?
said,
You
Cone.
Yeah, with that cone. she should have used the cone.
throwback to episode 3.
Look, with that, I'm gonna say that this is life. I
Oh,
agree. I
hat-trick.
wholeheartedly agree. You know, this woman she's done this, and I, like you say, Josh, I don't think it's the worst thing
Oh,
that's
it's
ever been
not,
done.
that's
at all.
scary.
I have seen, thinking of it, just to reinforce our agreed opinion that this is life.
Right.
I remember being in London with my dad. It was before they'd done up Stratford Station. You know, before Westfield and all that. It was years and years ago. I was quite young, and that
You're going
my
to say you
parents were buying
found like a dead clown? Just
my
drowned in the
parents.
urinal.
My parents are buying a ticket. There's no urinal in. There should be urinal in this story, but there isn't. My parents are buying a ticket, and I'm looking around. I look around. I just see this kid, like a toddler, or just a bit older than a toddler, maybe like 5 or 6 years old, pulls his pants down in the middle of the train station, and
The
doesn't even
platform?
hold it. Just pisses. Yeah, just pisses on the floor, and his mum's right next to him.
And a big boy way. Put his pants right down.
Yeah, holding his t-shirt up to his
what a
chin.
little lad, mate.
Yeah, just
What?
sort of painting the area around him. I just thought,
His
what
mum
the?
saw him. His mum saw him.
His mum was right there. Yeah, his mum was right
Oh,
there. She
no,
wasn't doing
not
anything
as-
about it.
No, if you, I mean,
So there are wrong uns out there like that.
as a dad,
And this was a,
Sorry, Will, go on.
I was just going to say, you know, there are people out there like this. I know it wasn't. I know it's the way, obviously, the way the kid's been raised. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
But you know, it's
Yeah,
the
that's
same
what-
difference, really.
That's what I was going to say. I'm not averse to having a wee outside. I do think sometimes it puts you back with nature when you have a little piss. It's easier for us, isn't it, to have a piss outside?
Yeah, you know, in the
That's not-
woods or something,
Like I have
or in a swimming
a
pool.
piss sort of thing.
But I would never have a shit. I'd never have a shit outside.
No.
I would have a shit in
No.
the stream or something. Like in a river, yeah, I
Stream?
would. Yeah, no, you know, like in like a waist
To go
deep,
fly fishing with it over.
waist deep, and it's heading in one
Look
direction.
out for the bears.
It'd just be like
Catching the salmon.
there's a brown salmon. This one, you know, it'd be like it'll be like I'm like a house, and it's like a no wait I'm like one of those hold on I'm like one of I'm like one of those HGVs with the cargo on the back where the car's parked inside and the car reverses out. That's what it'll be like
fucking confused right now.
with the
I
river.
don't know what's going on. I actually don't know what's
What are
going
you
on.
on
I'm
about?
still laughing at
Well, if
shit fish or whatever you said.
It's a brown one. This one. No. So you're saying when you 10, 15 minutes you can't be saying that when you're having a poo you're not thinking you're playing Battleship sometimes, just having a bit of a joke with it. There's 15 minutes of being bored, nothing's happening.
You sunk my
So if there's a
battle.
stream,
Yeah, just
if there's a stream and it's going in one direction, I'm saying this is like waist deep, so it plops out and it just floats off like a boat, like Georgie's boat in it. we all would do it, and it would be like
we all float.
we all float down here. That wasn't the sort of boat he was hoping for.
It's a shit boat. Why does this remind me of
Pennywise
Mr.
catches it in the
Leahy?
eye.
Mr. Leahy from Trailer Park Boys, Alex. I don't know if you've seen it. You as well.
Oh, I know.
I hadn't seen that, man.
Oh, it's a shit heart, Randy.
Uh.
It's the tip of the shit
Well-
bag.
Well, look,
It's plenty-
I agree. I also agree with it shouldn't have been Pat's cousin shouldn't have piped up and gone, "Don't call my cousin fat." It should have been, "What are you doing, fat Pat? Why have you shat in a
Yeah,
urinal?"
maybe you should rethink your life choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
What are you doing
100%
shitting in a
she's
urinal?
right
I had to go. Yeah, what are you doing shitting in a urinal? I've had to go. I couldn't hold it. All right,
I bet
yeah,
she didn't
we'll deal
even
with
wipe
that.
as well, because the urinals don't come with toilet paper next to them, do they?
And also,
No.
because of her clearly mega size, as being known Fat Pat, how would that hold her weight?
Squatting? Did she just squat?
But she's not called Tall Pat. I would struggle to probably, well, I'm quite short, but I'd probably struggle to comfortably spread my legs over your urinal and have a dump.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
be
it's
that
just,
comfortable, would
you can
it?
lean, so the force is more against the wall than it just being
Yeah, but
down.
wouldn't you have a
downward.
soaking wet ass?
Yeah, probably. Because
Yeah.
those things go off sometimes on a timer, don't they?
Yeah.
Or when
Or
you've
a
pissed
sensor.
through it. So it's just a thing. Yeah. So you get a wet back and all that because you top of the arse, get
Yeah.
all that.
Mate,
Might be a B day.
I mean,
Maybe
we're
that's why
giving her
she
too
didn't
much
wipe because it
credit,
just
I
just sort of dashed it off.
Giving her too much credit.
All right, boys. Well, I can't say too much. I'd never shit in a urinal. I don't think any of you boys ever would either.
No.
Fat Pat did, and it caused a riot. So
Now she's
Fucking
got to
Fat
drink
Pat.
at home.
She is basically the same as Che Guevara,
yeah.
starting
Yeah.
riots and revolutions.
I talk absolute shit.
Well, so all three of us, this is life.
Yeah, this is.
It is
life.
It's a
actually.
hat trick.
It-
Good.
Can I just say how scary it is that we're getting a lot of these are becoming unanimous now?
I know.
Or is this started as like a
I'm
bit
getting
of like,
desensitized.
yeah, this is what I'm saying.
I'm getting desensitized to the
To the rankness.
To the shit madness.
not even
that we
that,
find
just to-
ourselves in.
just to the pure. I'm getting disgusted by the human race, to be honest.
But
We're
this is
not-
what we want. This is what we want to find on This Is Life.
Yeah,
Or
true.
This
I
Isn't
know.
Life. I want to find some. I want the worst of the worst news stories.
Actually really, really want, which would make a day. Well, actually, it'd be hard to top for the podcast. I would love a user or a listener. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, a listener submission we're definitely
Like,
open to.
I think that is definitely the end goal, really.
And I think, every episode we're going to put this out there. If you would like your story on this podcast, please submit it to thisisntlife.sub@gmail.com. Alternatively, go to the Twitter, comment on our YouTube videos, and
inbox
sit
us,
there and
yeah,
just say,
definitely.
"I've got a story."
100%.
We will get in touch.
And if the more we get, we could even do a like if we started to get loads, we could even do like a sort of like a bonus episode, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what? That would be a lot easier for us because we wouldn't have to have any research into
Yeah.
things.
Because we are running out.
Yeah. No.
Have no
The
fear, we
beauty-
have stories for years.
The sad thing is we're not running out. Do you know what? Whose go is it next week? I can't remember. Is it William next week?
I think it might be me, isn't it?
Actually, I was gonna throw it to Josh. I was gonna change it up.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I was
Random.
gonna throw it over to Josh. Yeah,
okay.
Will hasn't done one for ages, has he?
Couple of weeks.
Apart from
you've done the cone one. It's only episode 5. That was episode 3.
oh, okay. All right, fair enough. Because I've actually found one. Literally come across this today, and I don't want to read it out because it will ruin it for next week. But it's just as maybe not as ludicrous as big shouting the pisser. It is still mental, but I think it's actually real, which is even more bizarre.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think
Well,
this
that's
is like,
definitely something we got to look forward to here.
well, I'm saying that I already think this is life, only because I can see the pictures, but I think this could be a really good one. So there obviously are still stupid people out there doing this mad shit.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's good for our that's good for our podcast careers at least.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, boys. Well, thank you for listening to Fat Pat's shitty outcome.
Fat Pat's
Shit,
also
man.
right.
Yeah. Well, and I guess
I like
that is
that one,
it for
Alex.
this week.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Episode.
It was a
4.
nice,
I like that.
light-hearted one.
It
Wasn't
was.
Yeah.
I want to find out
And
more.
it sort of wrote it. The funniness sort of wrote itself.
It did.
Yeah.
It did
Which
really.
was a nice change.
You know. Yeah, we didn't have to come up with things. Not that it's hard for us. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Let's
There's
be
all
honest.
sorts of shit we can
Oh,
come up with.
mind the pun.
Hey.
Well,
No, thanks, Alex.
again, no, that's fine. Again, if anyone wants to send in a story, thisisntlife.sub at gmail.com. Alternatively, Twitter or YouTube. Anywhere you can find This Isn't Life and get in contact with us. That is the place to go.
Carrier pigeon, smoke signals, bat signal,
Bongo
Yeah.
drum,
Morse
firework,
code.
bat signal.
yodeling.
Yodeling. Yeah.
No, thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Until next week.
Yeah, cheers. See you
Bye,
next
bye,
week,
man.
boys.
Bye.
Take care.